Have you had a serious relationship?
I have many concurrent serious relationships as we speak.
Are you poly?
No, because that means they can talk to other dudes. That's fucking haram. That's atrocious. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Throughout the majority of human history, female promiscuity has been absolutely frowned upon. Only in the Western world we're going to pretend it's an okay thing. Every single culture since the dawn of human time and every single place on the planet has said that female promiscuity is disgusting to the point where females were executed for it.
Yeah.
And most of the world today...
As they should be.
Get the rocks.
Yeah.
Abdul?
Yeah, get the rocks.
Get the rocks.
Yep.
In most of the world today, it's still frowned upon. It's unacceptable.
Yeah.
Whereas every single king and sultan and sheikh since the dawn of human time had multiple women. Men are allowed multiple women. Women are not allowed multiple men. Because if a woman has multiple men, you cannot ensure paternity. I can walk and have 10 wives behind me. That's perfectly acceptable.
So
if a woman has 10 men, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Absolutely vile.
Okay, I want to get your guys' reaction to that really quick, and then we'll watch his other one. By the way, that's Andrew Tate's words, not mine. Go ahead.
Can I go after?
Sure.
Yeah.
Andrew Tate I'm not a fan of him. I feel like a lot of his personality is like to get attention. So I think, yes, he has misogynistic views, but I feel like as I watch his videos and his content, like I feel like he's really exaggerating it to get the backlash and all that stuff because he feeds off of it. And it's smart from a marketing perspective. Like you're getting all of this traction on your page. I get it, but it's like, dude, if you really think like that, like,
yeah, his that might be the first video I've seen of him too. But I think
that was a rough introduction. Then.
Yeah, if that's really how he thinks, I feel like it's so far. Like I wouldn't even be able to have a conversation with him because I couldn't take him serious. Like there's no way you think all these things. I think he's definitely trolling. And if he's not, I don't even know.
Sydney,
he makes me uncomfortable. Just I feel like Andrew Tate would try really hard to piss me off, but then the fact that I'm like kind of everything that he hates about women, I think that would just end up pissing him off more. But I think it's interesting. I think we're going to see kind of a counterculture to this idea of like a woman has to be with one man, but a man can have 10 women. Well, now we have the idea of like rosters. We have, rap artists, female rap artists who are talking about sex in a way that men have been talking about sex with women for years. So in a way, you're just creating what you hate, if that makes sense. Because people are going to push back and do the extreme because of this.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like for me, I just think the way he talk is so like aggressive. It's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of like dramatic or something, even though I don't admit like the thing he says about women mostly. Yeah.
Another thing,
go ahead.
like Andrew Tate, like I know obviously he's more than just a misogynist. Like I know he's a very successful entrepreneur, businessman, whatever it is. And what bothers me most is like he has this platform and like he has all these opportunities for interviews and things like that. And so he's reaching such a big audience of very like impressionable boys, and it's just like, oh my gosh, like please do not tell me this is the man who you're looking up to, because like not only are they gaining advice from him for like money and status and all of that, so I feel like a lot of people will interpret his actions and his words as things like they should do in order to reach that type of status.
Sure.
I super agree with that. Like Logan Paul, I think one of the Paul brothers, mentioned that like it's
fuck Logan Paul.
What'd you say?
Fuck Logan Paul.
One of them mentioned that it's terrifying. Like if this is like, everyone has their influencers, but if our like 12-year-old boys are like watching him and being like, oh, okay, well like women shouldn't have to do this and women shouldn't, like it's gonna take us back so many years that it's terrifying. Like women just got, like we're going through the whole like Roe v. Wade bullshit right now, like, and he's just like, I don't know, he scares me. He's a scary person to have to like influence our young generation. Next video.
Yeah, I mean, so you do have to question though, why is it that his message, and he's certainly said some very controversial things, why is it that Andrew Tate's message is resonating so much with men?
Because I think
Andrew Tate is really the pendulum swinging the other way on basically, I don't want to get too much into a debate on feminism, but feminism is basically promoted this. There's a lot of man-hating, and Andrew Tate is sort of the reaction, the response to that. She doesn't like that one.
I'm gonna be honest. I think he's like very similar to Ben Shapiro in a way. If you go back to like the 2016 Trump era, like I remember in high school, I kind of fell into that like anti-state.
Oh, so you're based? Are you based?
I wouldn't say that, but I have like experience
Because
with that stuff.
You're bi.
Mm-hmm.
So do you? I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with that. But sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
So just basically, I can see like he is able to take these concepts of morality and the idea of like people should be a specific way, or like if a woman wants my respect, she needs to be a very specific way. He's taking that idea and then he's just like kind of bringing examples that are just like more and more ridiculous, and it becomes this giant like modern woman hate train, when in reality like women have been promiscuous for years, men have been just as promiscuous for years, like affairs have been happening for years, women have been wanting to show more skin for years. And I think
when you say years, what do you mean? Do you mean since like the 1960s?
I just, through the progression of time and through the progression of history, you see an increase in, well, it depends on where you're at, because you're always going to have that counterculture. But as things have been progressing through history, people have just been becoming less moral. In terms of like religious morality, people are separated from that. A lot of people don't grow up with religion in the home anymore. And like me, I grew up with religion, and for a long time I was very afraid of like having sex. I thought literally I would be smited on sight, but obviously that hasn't stopped me. Yeah, that hasn't stopped me from being who I am now. So like, does it matter whether or not you have those morals? You know?
Sure.
I might not start an OnlyFans, but I'm still fucking. So to some guy, I'm like super moral because I won't sell pictures of my body, but to another one, because I have had sex with multiple people, like I'm a slut. So it's really just whose eyes you're viewing it in, but it is dangerous because there's a lot of young men who are looking at this through his eyes.
Yes! That's awesome!
That was a good take.
That was
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
I mean, like, my main issue really is like the hypocrisy of it all. Like, I'm pretty sure
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Tate he's not loyal to one girl. I mean, if he is, then
Yeah,
he's
he's
probably
got multiple chicks. Yes.
Yeah, he's probably going through relationships. So it's just like, I don't know. Don't come for women so hard if you're not doing the same thing. But hey.
Yeah. Well, so he believes that the double standard is justified for the reasons he's explained. He kind of explained in that video.
I disagree.